Okay. Let's see. How am I sounding this evening? Not too terrible. So, before I go ahead and live stream everywhere else, let me get into my microphone really fast, and we are going to put a compressor on this guy. And let's see here. Can I get it? It looks like I'm getting some gain here. Where am I at? Negative 18. It's 0 dB. Oh my god. It could happen tonight. It could really happen. Things could happen not only on time, but maybe they'll stay functioning the entire time too. That could happen. You never know. So, all right. Now, what we have got live from my studio, we have the Not Dave Grohl podcast, where I am not Dave Grohl, but like Dave Grohl, I do have a studio. And, well, his is a lot cooler than mine. What can I say? So, blah. I don't really have any good jokes tonight, though. I did say that I would go off on a diatribe about the word Riz at some point. For those of you that saw my Facebook post earlier, letting you know what my live time would be. But I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight, because we've got a lot of work to do, because as promised, we are going to do a pretty serious deep dive into getting some vocals cut for this 8x0 cover. And, ooh, that added a lot. Let's see here. That's where I want my vocals to be. All right. So we've got ourselves limited. And now, let's bring that ceiling down just a tiny bit. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I did have a joke about using my influence with Satan to trade places with Dave Grohl, but I don't feel like being canceled. Probably just using the name that I am using for this show is going to end up getting me a cease and desist letter at some point, but we are going to keep going with it anyways. And so, okay. This evening, as I promised, we are going back to the 8x0, 0. I can't talk this evening. That must mean that I really need to get my caffeine content up. As most of you know, I am a huge coffee drinker. I am fairly certain at this point in time, though I was born with AB positive blood, I think it has long since turned to Colombian dark roast. So I am fueled 100% by coffee, but that is, well, anybody who knows me knows that that explains a whole lot. Anyways, so as promised, we are going to work on getting these vocals roughed in and getting some effecting on them done so that next session we can move on to actually mixing this. And as you can see, I took the liberty of going ahead and inserting all of Rob's vocals into here, and I did a little bit of work. I lined up the main vocal lines here, so let's take a listen real quick.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together.
So as you can see, we've got them layered in there, and there's a few interesting things to note, because before today, I've never actually seen the live stem tracks for this, and it looks like he stereo tracked everything, which is actually kind of cool. because I don't typically work with stereo vocal tracks. Excuse me. But so this is going to be an interesting experiment for me, but more importantly, I am not going to have to use a vocal doubler. And for those of you that don't know what a vocal doubler is, it does literally what it sounds like. It takes one vocal line and it creates actually it creates three vocal lines, and what it does is it sends one down the center and then pans two at I think it's a maximum of 45 degrees in either direction. And the fun part of that whole thing is that you can get away with using one vocal take, doubling it, and putting a little bit of an offset on the tuning to make it sound like it's separate takes, and it is a lot less work. But Rob went through the trouble of triple tracking all of his vocals for this, which is really, really cool. And we're going to do it the good old fashioned way. We are going to work with these triple tracked vocals and we are going to pan them into place. And then we're going to cut them up a little bit because I did go through and listen to some of these, and there is some background noise that is going to need to be cut out of the final tracks. And then we are going to play around with this little tool in the industry. Well, let's face facts, people use the hell out of it these days, but some of the old school hate this, but I'm going to do it anyways, and we're going to play around with some auto tune. Though I did listen to these tracks, and they generally are very well in tune. So what we're going to do is we're going to use what's called a live auto tune, which allows me to very quickly process the vocals on the fly, set them to whatever scale I want. And if, for anybody wondering, this song is in B minor. So what we will do is work on getting all of these lined up first, and then we are going to start going through and finding some edits, and then we're going to get into some processing, and I hope that we have enough time this evening that I can do a little work with some reverse reverbs that I want to add to certain parts of the vocals, and there are layers and such that I want to add, but we are going to go through and we're going to use one of Rob's vocal takes, and we are going to cut it up, and we are going to place it in various places to get the effects that we want, which is gonna be a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. And if it works the way that I hope that it's going to work. It's going to be an incredibly rewarding and pleasant thing to listen to by the time we're done. So, allow me to address my caffeine intake, and we will get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and expand these, and these first three tracks here are the primary vocals for the song, and you can see that I intentionally left one unlined up so that I can show you guys how I do this. And first off, if you are using Reaper, you can use the scroll wheel here on your mouse to kind of condense or expand things. And kind of what we're going to do here is we're going to go in here and we are going to line up to our primary peaks here. Isn't that a fun sound? And I'm going to turn my cooling pad on here because my laptop is getting a tiny bit hot this evening. What is going on here? Of all things, my cooling pad is the thing that is choosing to malfunction this evening. All right, so I guess we're not going to do that. Anyways, it would end up adding too much noise to the room anyways. And we've already got some, as you can hear, background air. So, all right. So we're going to take this third vocal layer and we're going to kind of shift it forward a little bit. Actually, we're going to shift it forward a lot. And in order to do that, we're going to kind of get it up on this line here, which is our playhead. And we are going to get it as close as we possibly can to...
Maybe someday.
For just a moment here, we are going to solo these tracks into place so we can hear them together, and hopefully they all sound like they're in time with each other.
Maybe
And
someday.
would you look at that?
Saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win.
All right, and first try, that never happens. So let's go ahead and return to the track itself and kind of listen to it in context real quick.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched.
And as I'm sure you guys can hear, the vocals are way above the music right now, but that is okay because we have not gotten into the mixing phase yet. We haven't done any compression. We haven't done any volume settings or anything else. So, and right now, because we want to focus on the vocals, it's not necessarily a bad thing. That is a very loud car. Somebody bought themselves a high-performance vehicle today, I guess. So anyways, now we've got these several lines right here. And you can see that they are all generally the same. And they are our counter, our answers, basically, for our chorus sections of the song. And as you can see, they are well out of place. So we are going to do the same thing with these and get them where they are supposed to be. So let's go.
So maybe I will win.
And right there, you should hear the response, saved by zero. So what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to kind of line this up.
So maybe I will win.
And that's a little bit behind, so let's shift it forward a little bit.
So maybe I will win.
Okay, that sounded pretty good. Let's let another one go through.
Maybe I will win.
Okay, so yeah, that sounds about right. So we're going to do the same thing with these other two layers right here. This is actually going pretty quickly tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to blow these up again, and we're going to set our playhead.
So maybe I will win.
And we want to get to right there beforehand.
Save the zero. Save the zero.
All right, so we got the playhead right there, so that gives us kind of a ruler to line straight up to. And we're going to do the same thing with these tracks. So hopefully this will all sound in phase.
Save the zero. Save the zero.
All right, so let's back it up.
Danger. So maybe I will win. Save the zero.
And those are sounding pretty good in line. I don't hear any phasing.
Maybe I will win. Save the zero.
Or any kind of delay between either of those three tracks. They, sorry about that. They all sound pretty well lined up. So we can kind of condense these, and then we've got these ones right here at the end, which, if I'm not mistaken...
So maybe I will win.
Okay, so we got to line these up right here for the end of the song, and we're going to end up reusing those in the center track, or in the middle of the track, I believe. That's probably the way he cut it in the original version, because when I did it, I gave him the music and I asked him to track the vocals, and he said, yeah, no problem. And because Rob really knows what he's doing, he kind of makes me look like a complete amateur. You know, he kind of took charge of it and then gave me back the finished tracks with the stems, because I said I wanted to re-record a bunch of things. And, well, that's what ended up happening. So I'm going to assume that's what he did. So let's get into, back into the, get the original, all the music and stuff back in here. I don't know what I'm talking about tonight, but we're going to... So let us, and I'm going to move the mic track down here so I can get to it easier. Let's listen to these in isolation.
So maybe I will win.
And those seem like they line up about right there. So let's expand this a little bit.
Saved by zero. Saved by zero.
All right.
Saved by zero. Saved by zero. Saved by zero. Saved by zero. Saved by zero.
All right. We're going to move those up there, and I get the feeling that there are some tracks missing, but...
So maybe I will win.
All right, now let's expand these and get them lined up, because as you could hear right there,
So maybe
one of them is entering a lot quicker than the other. So we're going to have to...
So maybe.
Summer Rivers.
All right, so let's try to line these about right here.
So maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win.
And it looks to me like we're going to have to do some additional cutting there too, because these don't quite line up, but that's okay. That's fixable. As a matter of fact...
Maybe I will win.
Yeah, it looks like... did I accidentally...
So maybe I will win.
Alright. So these tracks are out. How do they end up out? How'd that happen?
So maybe I will win.
So
So maybe I will win.
all right, let's read this.
So maybe I will win. So maybe I will win.
Let's get those even.
So maybe I will win.
And I want all three of these. So
So maybe I will win.
still early.
So maybe I will win.
Still early.
So maybe I will win.
All right.
Maybe I will win.
And we're just gonna listen to this for a minute.
Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space all around me. So maybe I will win.
All right, and those seem to be lined up pretty decent.
Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Saved by zero. 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 So maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Who needs to win? Saved by, saved by, saved by zero. Saved by zero. Saved by, saved by, saved by zero. Saved by, saved by, saved by zero. Saved by,
Okay, so that is generally in what we're going to need to do here. And thank you, Clyde, by the way, for your comment. Yes, Rob really knows what the hell he's doing. He is an insane vocalist, and he is great with recording and production. I can only hope to be at his level one of these days.
Z0. Z0.
And I'm kind of looking here to make sure that all three of these line up at the same time.
Z0. Z0.
And they do sound like they're pretty in. So I don't really have any complaints about that. But what I am going to do, we're going to try something a little bit different than what I would normally do. And we are going to take this whole thing and we're going to move it onto its own layer. So that we've got all three of those tracks. And we're just going to call this group answer, if I can learn how to spell. So that they are all in their own group and we can process them as one unit. Just like we would with any other instrument. And yeah, these double tracked, eventually I'm going to move on to their own line too. But for right now,
maybe someday.
and actually we're going to go ahead and do that now, because what I want to do is I want to render out this vocal, and I want to pan this out, and then I want to render it out as a single vocal so that I can process something on it. And we're going to show you what this special little trick is when we get there. And I'm just going to call this Ox, I think. I really need to get an external keyboard. Okay, so those should all be on their own line now, and those should all be on their own line. And let's condense this just a little bit. So yes, we have all of them in their own groups now. And what I'm gonna do am going to take this and I'm going to render and freeze tracks, and I'm going to do them as a stereo, and I'm going to mute the originals. So I got there by just selecting the group, which is this top layer right here, because you can see when I do this, it expands everything. It's Reaper's very, very, very simple answer to the bus, and I like that quite a bit, because it's a lot easier than how some other DAWs do it. But what we're going to do here, let's go. All right, so this is on its own line now. You can see this stem right here, and it automatically muted out this entire group, which we will come back to. But I want this primarily for effects. So
Maybe someday.
we are going to do something special. I am going to set up a new project, and give me just a second because I'll need to move my vocal over. And I'm going to need to move my effects chain for my mic over as well. As a matter of fact, I should just open this, and no, that's not what I wanted. So our original song is at 98 track here. And you guys are going to hear my voice get significantly darker as we go between these two things. kind of inch this into the song. And for right now, we no longer need this because I kind of cut what I needed. Actually, let's make a full back. Then we can go ahead and remove it from this project. And I'm sorry for anybody who's bothered by the disparity in vocals as I change. All right. We're going to put the answers that I created in the answer section just to keep our project organized.
Maybe someday.
I might do it on the maybe as well. We shall see. So let's get the first one in here.
Maybe someday.
And let's go ahead and expand this a little bit. Ooh, that's a little too much. All right.
Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Someday. Saved by zero. I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me.
So we want our next one to be a bring it back here, paste it.
Leave me.
Oh, that might have been perfect on the first shot. Let's go back and listen to it.
Maybe someday, someday, saved by. Maybe someday, someday. Maybe someday, someday, saved by zero. I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me, leave me.
And I want to stagger those just a tiny bit more.
Thoughts that leave me, leave me.
And
Thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me. Look.
okay. All right, that is perfect actually. Let's go back into the main section here. Let's leave that one down the center. Let's give this about a 45 left. Let's give this about a 45 right.
Maybe someday, someday.
And that's going to be a lot, the answers there are going to be a lot lower in the mix. And I'm probably going to reverb them a little bit. But more importantly, whoops. That I wasn't going to do it the way that I did it. We're actually going to do it just like this.
Maybe, 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 maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe,
Kind of.
maybe, maybe, someday, maybe.
God, yeah, I want more.
Maybe, 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 someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together. Maybe.
That might be a bit much, but we're going to try it anyways. Why not? It's all about experimenting anyways.
Maybe. Maybe, maybe, someday,
Alright, it's a little bit clunky, but kind of gets the point across.
maybe, maybe.
Alright, let's get this into an echo chamber. Whoa, that's not the one I wanted.
Maybe someday.
Okay, that is a lot of reverb, so why don't we dial that back to about 40%?
Maybe someday, say.
this. Disable the effects for now.
Maybe. Maybe.
And once we've gotten into the
Maybe.
once we've gotten into the mixing, that'll sound a lot more consistent. But
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me.
all right, now the one thing I want to do. Let's go ahead and
Maybe.
all right. I
Maybe. 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 Some. Maybe. 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 Maybe.
There, that's really quiet, but pretty sure if we I don't want any more reverb on it, and what do I want? All right.
Maybe. 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 Someday. Maybe.
Throat is really bothering me tonight.
Maybe. Maybe. Someday. Saved by.
All right, so when in doubt, triple track.
Maybe. 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 Someday. Saved by.
All right. So what we need to do.
Maybe. Maybe.
So yeah, there's going to be some blending there to make that sound natural, but that is pretty much there.
Maybe.
Maybe drag it out just a little bit more. About right there.
Maybe.
A little bit more than that.
Maybe. Maybe.
sharper fade than that.
Maybe.
And we took it down. I'm just experimenting right now.
Maybe. Maybe.
And 6 dB is probably a bit low, but that gets the point across. So let's do this really quick.
Maybe.
Yeah, and that sounds a lot more natural. So
Maybe.
I might even want to extend this out a little bit further.
Maybe. Someday.
About right there.
Maybe. Someday.
All right, and we're going to create another new track, and this is going to be verse answers. And we're going to move those onto their own line.
Maybe. Someday. Someday. Saved by zero. I'll be more together. Stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me.
All right, so we've kind of got a basic here.
Maybe. Someday. Saved by zero. I'll be more together. Stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams. Disown me, loaded with danger. Maybe. Someday. Save.
Wow, that's a lot of delay.
Someday.
All right, Dehuminator is not going to work in this case. I've never had that fail me before. Let's do this.
Saved by someday. Saved by zero. I'll be more together. Stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me
much as I want that, it's just not working.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing.
All right. So, the next part.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space all around me. So maybe I'll win.
There's a note there that was kind of sour.
Maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win.
Phone is going off. Okay. So, I don't like using that much pitch correction, but
maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer fewer thoughts that chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win. Save that zero. Maybe I will win. Save that zero. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space around me. So maybe I will win. Save that zero. Maybe I will win. Save that zero.
Okay.
Maybe someday, saved by zero.
Wow, that's still really.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. Maybe someday, maybe someday, saved by zero. Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together.
I might have to manually tune that one. Sorry, Rob.
Maybe.
Because he is flat there. Okay. So let's get out.
Maybe someday. Maybe.
So we've got B, C sharp, and D. Okay. So it should be landing on C sharp. Whoops, I did not mean to do that.
A, B, A, B.
I hate this version of... let's blow it up a little bit more.
A, B, A, B. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B,
All right.
A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. A, B, someday. A, B, A, B, someday. A, B.
Let's get the keyboard back down here because I did not mean to move that. All right.
A, B, A, B, A, B.
All right.
A, B, someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me. A, B, someday, saved by zero.
All right.
A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, someday, saved by. A, B, someday, saved by zero. A, B, someday, saved by zero. someday, saved maybe someday, saved by zero. Maybe someday, saved by zero. Maybe someday, saved by zero.
I think that's the melody. Let's try it.
Maybe someday, saved by zero. Maybe someday, saved by zero. I'll be.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, so
Maybe someday, saved by zero.
I really hate doing this to anybody's voice, but this one is just way out.
Maybe someday, saved by zero. I'll be. 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 Maybe someday say.
Whoa. That's the wrong freaking section. No. And I just deleted all that work. This is why I need to invest in Melodyne.
Maybe someday saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with day.
Alright, we're going to go back to trying this with live tune, because this is just a pain in the ass.
Maybe someday saved by zero. Maybe someday. Maybe someday saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win.
Let's see. We'll go back to
Maybe someday saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go through and edit.
Maybe I will win. Maybe someday saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. Maybe someday saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space all around me. So maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win.
All right. That one is generally.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together.
Yeah, whether I like it or not, I'm going to end up having to manually process these vocals, which I really don't want to do because it is such a pain in the ass. Fuck. Excuse my language. Maybe. I don't know. Let's put this about 25% each.
Maybe someday, saved by zero,
Yeah, and you can just hear how
I'll
out we are.
be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win.
All right.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win. Saved by zero. Maybe I will win. Saved by zero. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space all around me. I will win. Save that zero. Maybe I will win. Save that zero. Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Save that zero.
All right. Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. Freaking iLock messing up again.
Maybe.
All right. Kind of want to get this.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more to.
All right. I think the way we're going to finish this stream is we're just going to start working on cleaning these up and... Oh, whoops. Nope. Figuring out where the pops and the clicks are.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Holding on to words that teach me.
All right.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that
See, and they actually
leave
sound okay
me
once I take the auto-tune off.
chasing after my dreams
That was a
disown
little
me,
flat, but
loaded with danger. So maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space around me.
his pauses are really clean, though.
So maybe I will win.
There's a little bit of breathing right there.
Maybe. So maybe I will win. 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 Saved by zero. 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 So maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win. Who needs to win?
You can kind of hear the original track come back through too.
Saved by. Saved by.
So I want to get that out of the track as well.
So maybe I will win.
So as much as humanly possible, and then we can kind of manually crop afterwards.
Maybe.
So let's go ahead and
Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win.
all right. So why don't we add a little fade right there to try to minimize that noise. We can't get rid of it altogether, but
Maybe I will win. Maybe I will win.
all right. so maybe an edit about right there. Oh, whoops. And then
Who needs to win?
all right.
Maybe I will win.
Can't really hear it in that one, but I'm gonna cut it there. Make it. It's just gonna be a shorter edit.
Who needs to win? Who needs to win?
Let's do it at about right there.
Saved by zeros. Saved by.
All right, I want to listen to that in context with the music. Oh, we did a good job of covering that up. Well done, Rob. All right, so we got those done. Those are fairly well edited. So I could actually go in.
Maybe someday, saved by zero, I'll be more together, stretched by fewer thoughts that leave me chasing after my dreams disown me, loaded with danger. So maybe I will save by zero. Maybe I will win, saved by zero. Holding on to words that teach me I will conquer space all around me. So maybe I will win, save by zero. Maybe I will win, save by zero. Maybe I will win, save by zero. Maybe I will win, save by zero.
That just without even any serious mixing done actually sounds really good. Like I would almost feel okay putting that out. But we still have a long ways to go on this track before we're ever ready to release this in any fashion. So, we are technically over time, and I'm not sure if I'm done working on this yet.
So maybe I will set that zero.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I am gonna call it a stream, I think. I still not sure if I'm gonna even try to auto-tune these vocals, because as soon as I turned the auto-tune off, it seemed to be working. It seemed to sound a lot better. So maybe going through and tuning those individual performances until they're like absolutely, you know, on the note is a bad idea in this case, because they actually I don't know. That's something I need to think about, but I have until next Friday to do so. I will probably do some work on this track off camera, because there's a lot of little edits and some more reverse reverbs I kind of want to do on this track, but they will take some time. And you guys have already seen the process anyway, so it's not like I would be doing anything that I have not already shown you. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it a stream for tonight. We're gonna call it done. I don't have anything else. Just a bunch of notes and chaos streaming around in my head as I bullet point all of the small things I need to do to get this track. But next time we will probably cover starting the mixing on this track, getting everything where the levels are pretty good on their own, maybe even get into the automation on this track, because one of the big things is making sure that the vocals pop where they're supposed to, and vocal writers are a very, very useful tool for accomplishing that very thing. So there will probably be an education on that. But coming back on Tuesday, we have this track that we're going to continue working on. And to give you guys a reminder of what that is, really quick. And we might even get into some recording on this, because we've got some overdubs that we need to do for it. We've definitely got some string parts that we still need to compose for it, and get those in there and working in the mix the way that they should be. But you'll notice that this project sounds considerably louder than the other one. And that is because, well, we've done a lot of work to this one, a lot more than the other one in terms of mixing. But that should be something you guys take as a mental note. This is about, if you look, we're probably a lot louder than we should be for a final mix, because the core fundamental processes of doing a track, number one is composition and arrangement, number two is recording, number three is editing, number four is mixing, and number five is mastering. And mastering, very, very loosely defined, could be described as the process of adding excitement and pleasant distortion and volume to the mix of a song to make it pop. And right now you can see that in the mix that we've been working on, we're at about -1 dB. And we really, before we start mastering, we want to get it crunched to about -6. So we've got a lot of headroom to play with. But we're not there yet. So I would say for tonight, for those of you that tuned in, thank you. For those of you that tuned in on YouTube and noticed that the stream started significantly late, I apologize. I just forgot to stream there. Ooh, knuckle pop. I will do better next time. But I will take the archive from Twitch and upload it to YouTube so that this can be watched in its entirety. But that being said, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Please click your follow or just follow or subscribe button. Wow, botched that one. Depending on what platform you're watching on, and tune in. I'll be back on Tuesday. Good night.